Damn. Hello and welcome to Team Fortress TV. This is Admirable. Sideshow is going to be joining us later, but right now we've got MGEMike, Permzilla, and Suyooo here on the camera. We've drafted in a few people like to fill for Sideshow. He's just such an epic character. One person wasn't enough, but MGEMike's bringing the skill, and Permzilla, he's bringing the ETF2L chatter. Tell me, Permzilla, why are we here today?
We're here to raise funds for the biggest season of ETF2L, hopefully. Yeah, there's perks you can get if you donate, and this is just to create hype for season 20, basically.
You know, I like your approach there. Some people would have tried to, hype it up a little bit, but you were very drawn back there, Permzilla. We're here to raise money!
Like, you know what I'm like, Eds.
He's just so cool. He's trying to fool you all, pretend to be all nonchalant, like he doesn't need your money, but we do need your money for the ETF2L Season 20 powered by TT Esports. It's going to be distributed across all divisions, not just the Premiership, but also high, mid, and open will be able to lay their grubby paws on your donations. And of course, TT Esports contributing to the prize pool as well. And we're going to be doing giveaways tonight. So if you want to fund MGEMike's summer holidays, or his drinking at university, whatever, you need to donate to this so that Ubersexuals can win and take the lion's share. Is that right, Mike?
Yep. Don't forget about the Lithuanian lands as well.
Oh yeah, there's so many lands to go to. So you're saying pretty much that the money you win in the league will go to sending you to lands across Europe.
Yeah,
maybe even North America.
Ooh, GXL next year. Tez really needed me, so need more donations. So
just to rewind it a little bit, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to ETF2L Season 20, they've mixed it up. They've thrown a spanner in the works. Permzilla here making big brave moves. Going to give him full credit. And they decided to copy every other league, UGC, ESEA, Suyooo, whatever, and move to the Swiss system. So instead of having all these numerous divisions split into even more divisions, there is just 4 big divisions. And that means we can distribute this prize money a little bit easier, less work for the admins too. But just because 20 is a nice big number, they decided to go all out here. And in past seasons, ETF2L prize pools have been funded by 1 or 2 anonymous donators, but now they're trying to take a more holistic approach, I guess, and invite everyone to donate. But it's not just a matter of giving your money up. There are perks available. They're doing it through Indiegogo. And there are some interesting perks there. The most popular one at the minute seems to be the €50 that gets you a custom title of ETF2L. Is it of your own choice, Permzilla? You get to choose what you can be called there?
It's your own choice, but it's quite limited. Obviously, we can't have anything like offensive or like you can't pretend to be an admin, that sort of thing. So it's subject to discretion, of course.
How offended would you be if I got a title saying #FuckPermzilla? Would you take one for the team?
No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool, but I'm not going to read out every perk, guys, but there are various ones. You can be coached by top players. Nox, Cadis, War, Merlin, Samzy, Exxon will teach you how to jump in, fire a sticky and a pipe at the same time, and kill a medic. Easy. There's a perk as well at the top, obviously, €100 for me to cast your Div 6 UGC paper game. There's only one of those left. We might be extending that as well, because I said that if they extended the league signups, I would offer up some more. So we'll see about that. I think I heard Sideshow join as well. What the hell?
You did indeed.
I thought you weren't going to come at all, man.
No, I'm here. I'm here, just making a late entrance. I'm fashionably late, you know.
I've been fending off every scrub lord that wanted to come and cast that had like mana, insisting that he could fill your shoes. I was like, no, it just won't work, mana. Please, you're not even European. So I had to send him packing. But you are here. The games, we got them postponed until past, so it's going to be a best of 3. I haven't even mentioned the Showmatch yet, but we're not just going to sit here for 2 hours and beg you for money. We're going to try and entertain you a little bit. It's going to be 2 of Europe's top teams. Not MGEMike's team though. Reason Gaming and Knutsson Rollerbladers maybe they're like 2 and 3. Is that a fair assessment, Mike? Are they the second and third best team?
It's all up in the air at the moment, seeing as it's the beginning of the season, and a lot of these teams, like mostly new BK. Like I don't think any of these teams are the same as they were from last season. And also interesting to note is that you can't actually rule out the Frenchies because I think they're playing again.
Yeah, they are. LBC are coming back
with
in.
the same lineup. Airface with the same lineup, then
It's exactly the same lineup as far as I know.
Then they could be like not. They could be up there, like number 1 maybe. I think this time.
You're being so diplomatic, Mike. I was trying to get you to trash talk these kids, but you're being super nice there. So I'm not gonna pigeonhole them here in any particular spot, but these are 2 of the best teams in Europe, and it looks like there could be 6 great teams in the Prem this season. What with LBC and eShock finally signing up to the league. But we're going to have at least a best of 3 here. Maybe 4 maps. Kadis says no, you know, he's got this wonky wrist. But Skeege had suggested that if we could raise €500 tonight in donations, that they would perhaps play a 4th map. I'm not going to commit to that one. I've got another incentive that I'm going to unveil at some point. But if you don't want to donate anything, you can always just try and spread the news. Tell people that ETF2L are trying to raise some money. Like, there's no real good way I can tell you that you should give your money here instead of like to some Ebola charity or any like genuine good cause. But if you love TF2, you play in Europe, or you don't, or you just love competition, you want to try and encourage these kids across all divisions to really go for it and compete, then there's no better way to do it, because all the money raised goes to the prize pool. And I have to say that, like, even just the announcement of this fundraiser and the sort of season 20 hype, I have to draw a direct correlation here. Like, these teams have just been coming out of the closet. LBC reappear, eShock ditch bod and pick up someone to play their officials with. You know, like, teams are clearly motivated and clearly going to keen it up this season. I think it's going to be epic. But the more money you donate, the more ulti-duo sessions you're going to see BK having whenever they're not playing their PCWs. What's that all about? Are they trying to train Knutsson up?
I think they're trying to train Knutsson, yeah, because AMS is already up there. He's already got 60M. Like, Zephyside's already sick. Stark's already sick. The only player that needs training is Knutsson.
Permzilla,
is to work on their synergy. To work on their synergy.
Tell me a little bit about TT Esports' involvement in Season 20 and for the Showmatch tonight.
Yeah, they're sponsoring Season 20. They've been very generous, and they're also giving away 2 sets of hardware for this cast, which you can enter if you have Twitter. All you need to do is follow at ETF2L and at TT Esports, and tweet to both and explain why you want the 2 bits of hardware that they're giving away, which is, I'll put the links in chat in a minute, but they are a Shock headset and a Ventus mouse. So just tweet to ETF2L and TT Esports why you want those, and you'll be in a chance to win.
That's pretty incredible, because like normally these Prem players have to, you know, slug it out for 8-9 weeks to even get a chance of winning one of those. And we're just going to give them away at random tonight. What if people tweet something, you know, slightly unsavory, Permzilla, like, I want this mouse because Permzilla's a dribbler, or hashtag #BuckSunnyBlack, you know, is that going to be accepted, or?
I don't think so. You need to look into the product. You know, actually sell it to me. Come on.
Okay, just got a message from Kadis there. That's why I was slightly distracted. He's saying, "Are we ready?" I said, "Give us 2 minutes." Hopefully, we've got a lot of people tuning in now. We're sorry that the times changed. I had made some poor judgment a few weeks ago when I first scheduled the event. Didn't really listen to what Permzilla was saying clearly, but it was supposed to start at 20 CET, but then we got it pushed back. Sideshow was coming from his court case, you know, they just took the handcuffs off him. We're good to go. The teams are on the servers. They're going to be playing Badlands first, and it's going to be at least a best of 3. Losers pick after the first game. But I'm going to unveil the other carrot on the stick that I've been thinking of here. I'm sort of making this up as we go along. I talked to Permzilla and Sonny about it previously. And it's maybe not an official perk, but it's something I'm going to run to encourage people to donate. And it's going to run over the full course of the fundraiser. But whoever donates the most, you don't have to donate it all in one lump sum or whatever, but whoever donates the most over the course of the fundraiser, which runs until March, I have a rare piece of TF2 history that you can wear in real life. It's not a virtual item. It's actually Darn's Dignitas shirt from I-43. The last time he ever wore the shirt, or a shirt for Dignitas, he gave it to me. It's got a lot of sentimental value to me personally, but if we see some incredible donations for this season, I'm more than happy to part ways for it. Not only that, but it's maybe like a medium, and I'm probably an XL. So I've never actually worn it. It sits in my wardrobe, but it's freshly pressed, it's nice and clean, and it is a genuine piece of TF2 history. If you're new to the game, maybe it doesn't appeal to you, you don't know about the legacy of Darn, but you need to head over to YouTube and find that video with Darn's greatest moments in it.
Absolutely, everybody should go over to YouTube and search that video as well, because it's just a piece of European TF2 history. That guy was incredible. He's probably the best personality, barring your good self, Admirable, that EU TF2's ever really had. And that video is just perfect. It just sums up the amazing things that happen within TF2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite reluctant to give it away, so I want to see a lot of money donated. I mean, by all rights, I should have this shirt framed on the wall, you know, like a Premiership footballer or something, because Darn is really a legend of the game, close to my heart as well, but I'm prepared to do this for ETF2L. I'm probably going to donate myself tonight as well, blow the cobwebs out of my own wallet, but we'll save that for later. I'll maybe lead by example in between maps. But the teams are asking to go ready, Sideshow. I want you to give me roster rundowns.
Absolutely. Can I get the SDV first, please?
Oh my god! Look at
not first.
Krillor.
I can do the roster rundown from memory. I know these teams. These are the big boys playing in ETF2L this season. On the Reason Gaming side, we have Skeege on Medic. He's been floating around that top level for a while, has a lot of experience and can call as well as count the Ubers. A great medic. He'll be able to really provide a solid backbone for the team. On Demoman, there's Cadus, the team leader. He knows exactly what he's doing. One of the best Demomen in the world, pretty much. Unfortunately, he's got a bit of a wrist problem, so he can't play as much as he'd like, but he's phenomenal either way. On the Soldiers, they have Zoob on the roaming class and Captain on Pocket. They are beasts. They're so good. Their DM is just incredible. Zoob plays Pocket a lot as well in previous teams, and he's a phenomenal roamer. They are a duo to be afraid of. And on Scout, there is Hafikul and Walters. Go, 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 Admirable.
Yeah, welcome to Team Fortress TV. This is our coverage of this ETF2L Season 20, powered by TT Esports fundraiser Showmatch. It's Racing Gaming versus the Knutsson Rollerbladers, Map 1, Badlands. And on to the first bid. It looks like a Valley rollout from Reason Gaming and also from BK, but Knutsson's committing towards the closet here, coming through with Rib and Hair P. But the frags are coming in thick and fast. Ams and Starkey both bombing in and getting cleaned up. Rib trying to come through that closet, does die himself. Knutsson now with both his scouts here in a nice setup. They've got control of the point, and Reason have backed out through that choke point, so they can really abuse anyone that tries to jump in, and as such Cadus is just going to walk forward and look to spam those stickies, but doesn't land much damage at all, and Captain didn't have the health to follow, didn't want to commit there and help Cadus. But they actually have Ubers slightly before Knutsson, but I don't think they're going to go on that one. Skeege just keeping Captain on a tight leash here at choke. They're going to try and buy time for Cadus to respawn, I reckon, Sideshow.
Yeah, they are, but with Cadus respawning in a second and then having to get all the way up to choke, the time is right for BK to bully their way in. With only one soldier spamming that choke point, they can muscle their way through here. I'm surprised they haven't already. Hairpy distracts from Haunter actually though, and Captain gets dropped by Skeege. Skeege down to 15 health as well. Incredibly weak. Zebasai gets caught in the Uber along with Stark. So actually, as far as player advantage goes, Reason in a better position here with the respawning Cadus who can get back into this fight. They're going to be able to lock off the choke point and possibly even make a push with these two picks.
Yeah, right now there is perhaps going to be a push coming in from Reason. They're looking through house here. Cadus is already leading. He sent Zoob through the valley as well, so a multi-pronged attack. Waller's coming in from below. He's in onto Nuts and gets one shot down to 80, but immediately gets focused. He doesn't die though, he's forced out. Skeege is getting basted on by Hair P. He goes and kills Cadus, then Skeege in the house. Severo's gonna get Zoob as well. Captain kills off Hair P, eventually avenging his combo, but that solo play from Hair P just coming out of nowhere to really take the sting out of the tail of that Reason aggression. He just went absolutely huge there.
That was ridiculous. He barreled his way into house and just meat shot everything in sight. He took down Cadus, who I think was surprised to even see him contesting him in that situation. And now Cadus might go down again. He seems to be overextending a little bit, just too eager to contest these points when BK has an advantage, and it's going to put them in a really bad position for defending last here. I think they were desperately trying to get the Uber out of Knutsson, but with them sacrificing 2, even 3 players there in an effort to get the force, and they still haven't got it, BK are in such a great position to push here. No stickies on the point for another few seconds as well. If BK get in there, Ubered through that bottom right hand area, Happy Cool actually catches him fairly well on the point. Happy's going to try and cap it off. No stickies on there from Cadus, so everybody has to flood the point. They've all dropped down the Reason team. Cadus so weak, 15 health, dancing around. Suddenly, the frags are coming in, but Knutsson's managed to frag Cadus. And with only 2 players left alive on Reason, and one of them at 6 HP captain, the first round is going to go to BK.
Yeah, that was a classic Broder style push there, where they flashed that scout in from the bottom right, usually with the demo man, but they brought the soldier in and they made it work. And Reason have to reassess what they're going to do in middle as I bring them in on team comms.
Down to 50.
Solid fast.
Took a lot of damage. Try and get back in house.
So it's taking 16 shit out.
I'm really low, I'm 30 HP.
Showing that
50. Scott took 18 that owl shit out.
Scout down.
I'm dead. Demo is 77 on the bow.
I'm getting out.
Scott took 50, chasing choke, he's 125.
I'm
Where are
back
you,
spawning.
Stitch?
I'm back spawning.
Yeah.
I'm on last.
Yeah, go back to him, go back to him.
I'm top right on last. Where are you?
So Skeet's taking a lot of damage on that middle, unable to really commit and heal his players. They just got focused down by BK. Maybe they should have just gone out straight away, but nobody really came to Skeet. Like, he tried to get back in, but he just couldn't seem to hook up with his combo players there, and now they don't quite have their Uber yet. They will have it momentarily. They do want to contest as well, but Skeet has no hail target right now. He can't get beyond that 89%. Now meets up with Captain. They're starting to build, but there's no real cap time. BK missing a trick, and Reason showing them a little bit too much respect here. They're going to go back and look for the forward hold, but Scout comes in from the flank. Zebo puts big meat shots into Captain there. He's been sent to the spawn queue, and it seems like Reason are 2 down. Happy Cool about to respawn in 3 seconds, but BK can go in and trade. Be easy here if they want, without risk of getting caught. They're going to Uber early. Skeej pops a few seconds later. Amps and Knutsson going to start backing out here as they regroup and assess for the repush, but Hairp's gone down in the flank, died to the black box of Zoob. Things will stabilise for a second here, but BK will be potentially going for an off class with Hairp, but he has respawned a scout. Looks like that's what he wants to play. And they're going to be staying cookie cutter for this second push, but do you think they're going to wait for the Uber or not, Sideshow?
Oh well, with Rib going down there, that puts a big spanner in their plans. And actually, Reason, Walters and Happy Cool both go down. Zoob might even get caught here on this lower lobby area. So with both scouts down, and now the demo, this is looking great for BK. It was the reverse pick scenario. They got the frag onto the demo man and just wanted to push out, but BK were ready for it and just crushed the players that got behind.
Yeah, very aggressive there. Unusual to see a scout pushing main like that. Rib surprised to see Walters as anyone. But there's a scout on the point right now. Zeb's side comes in from bottom left on the defender's perspective, but BK have just continued to throw players into this meat grinder, keep losing players in different spawn times. They just can't get the men up. Knutsson's being harassed by Cadus in the valley, dodges the pipes, surfs the sticky back just a little bit. He's going to be able to heal up his team and perhaps contest Spire here, as the scouts are only just getting on and Cadus is only arriving at choke now. There's not really going to be a big sticky threat, especially with these new nerf stickies. The bomb comes in, the Ubers are forced, trade it in fact, immediate pop from Knutsson, but Hairp's down, so they're slightly outnumbered here. There's no real damage done, the Ubers were pretty much instantaneous, and already Walters is coming in behind on the flank, but nobody's paying attention. They're all looking forward at choke. Who's Walters going to go for? He's trying to put hurt onto Amps, the soldier runs into the house, he's going to steal their kit, and he's really drawn the eyes away here, but Stark spawned in and killed off Skeej. Meanwhile, it's going on everywhere, Sideshow.
Yeah, there's 2 fights happening here as the flank take a fight forward onto BK, but Stark was behind, flanked all the way underneath into lower lobby, got onto Spire, and then as soon as he was contested, jumped onto the medic. And now there's a fight going on with the BK people getting pressured down so weak. Knutsson actually dies to what I think was a roller there after Cadus had already died, so a bit unlucky there, but the medic does go down for BK. However, they seem to have stabilized out with control of Spire. They have lost mid. I think it was really good play by Reason actually managing to make that work. The aggression, as soon as their medic died from the bomb from Stark, they still managed to take control of mid even though their scouts were really weak, and they just forced it forward even when they were so weak. They knew that they had the health advantage over BK even though that BK had that medic up, and so they just pressured it forward and really pushed as far and fast as they could until it stabilized out at choke, and they managed to retain control of mid, and they've got a 50% Uber advantage off this. Is this actually crits as well? It is. Skeed's running crits, so he's going to be attacking Spire with that. A shout out as well to Omnibobulator, who has been our first donator of the night a few minutes ago with €5 donation, so big props to him.
That's a good start, but I need to see more. Big crits coming in, but it seems like BK sensed something was up. They were very defensive in that balcony. They'd all backed out, and they have an Uber of their own coming up. There may be a few crit stickies. Leon Summer doesn't look like it actually, as Cadis is getting pressured, finds the pipe to kill off Zebasai. But now BK are looking to commit to this Uber, and the threat of the back cap is real because they're a man down. Walters goes through window. There's cap time on the point from Hairpy and Stark, but Walters is going to the last unchallenged. He's on the point. Can anyone block? Yes, they can. And Reason going to get that first round on the board for themselves, tying it up 1-1 here with 21 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock.
So as they go into their third medal, it's completely dead level between these two teams, who are both going to be contesting the top title of ETF2L this season. Cadus faster to mid than his counterpart Rib. Kind of locked him in the house here actually. Zebasai and Stark looking like they want to make a play on shit house. They've kind of got Happy-Cool. Just dodged that air shot. Happy-Cool and Zoob and Walters, the counterparts for Reason. In high, Rib gets destroyed by Captain. A huge air shot there onto the demo man for BK. Ski just gone down though in return, as Stark picks up 2 frags, but both of the soldiers down. We've got a situation here where we've got a pocket scout versus 2 scouts and a demo man. I'm afraid Knutsson and Zebasai had no chance against both of the scouts from Reason and Cadus, but Knutsson's taken a long time to die here, unfortunately. While that might seem like a positive, it actually gives him an incredibly long spawn, so they're going to have to wait another 15 seconds before their medic is on the field. No heals for Team BK as they try and defend this Spire, and I actually think that Rib and Happy's positioning a little high here. Zoob trades for Stark in the house area as well, and Zebasai's actually hiding in Valley.
You can see the crits coming up from Skeege momentarily. Could be a good time to jump over to those team comms again.
Spire as well.
Huge crits advantage, I'm gonna start climbing.
A sticks man.
Do you think they know we have crits? Do you think anyone saw it?
I think so.
At
least a lot of people got to see it. 2 scouts in the demo, but it was hectic.
Okay, we'll YOLO it then.
Yeah? Do it now?
They were pyro, top left.
Okay, ready? Distract on top, Captain, now. Distract top.
Okay, I'm pushing. Kinda.
Okay, use. Silver, are you?
Come in!
Let's go right side. I'm with you. Yeah, pyro fucked me. That's all here. I'm so weak. It took 70. Thanks.
Scouts on main still. They're gonna have Uber now. Let's go inside. Maybe back cap again.
I'm gonna hide on trash.
I'm on stone.
Hiding trash.
They're moving into top lobby now.
Did you see that reflex? RP hit every crit sticky back in his face.
It was incredible. Happy completely saved that push for them, and now they're able to push out from balcony. Rib hasn't got a flash on this, but he's still up to choke. Happy-Cool actually though behind. Might be able to get onto him, but Rib's already done so much work already, taking down a pocket. And oh my goodness. The back cap though, where did Walters come from?
Stark killed him after the matter, but he clearly wasn't positioned on the point. I was watching that push. I really liked the decision from BK to really commit hard to that push and not even go for the Spire. They went to crush the combo, but that gave more time for Walters to get on that back cap. He got it. Now it's 2-1 Reason Gaming as we go into the 4th mid fight. It's a Valley rollout from Reason. Captain trying to jump up and contest Spark, who's just dancing around here, drawing so many rockets from the Reason pocket. Eventually he's going to get gunned down by Hairpy and Zebasai, but Stark just making himself a target there was not dying, doing a great job and soaking up a lot of damage. Just wasted there, and everyone from BK able to take pretty easy fights against people who were reloading after having shot at Stark. They're going to head forward here. They're already on the Spire. They've got Reason Gaming's combo corralled here around the race up. Kadis is waiting for that Uber. Skeege is going to pop off, flash him towards the Spire, but Kadis can't quite get up there to block, and does now drop off. And this is a pretty grim situation. They just essentially Ubered for nothing there. Knutsson has full charge, but Kadis is trying to set up a sticky trap bottom. Oh, Amps walks through it, but Knutsson steps back just in time. Kadis dead's late anyway, but the big push is about to come in. Sideshow.
Walters is on the Pyro this time, and he's going to be doing a fairly decent job denying the super, actually. Zeberside tries to bomb onto the point, but Kadis is having none of that, doesn't dare Sticky's yet. Sticky's actually detonated now to take down Hair P, as the Pyro goes down as well, but Knutsson's dropped in this. Oh, but the big frag's coming out right at the end here. Stark and Ams getting one each, and then everybody crumbles from Reason. They were in a difficult situation there, tried to run 2 off classes and held it as long as they could, but just unfortunately not able to contest that without an Uber of their own. I would have really preferred them to try and go out Reese up there and retain their Uber, but unfortunately they did use it in a sticky situation on Spire, and we are now at our 5th mid, and it's still level Admirable.
Yeah, Kadis is going to roll out from balcony. He's hopping off to the rug and back, but his team are rolling out from Valley again with that powerful position here. Gives them a lot of options. Skeege is coming up now, healing his scouts. Walters is raring to go. He's just putting buckshot into the back of Stark, forcing him back to Reese up. Rib has gone down right at the start of this though. Zub with the pressure there, and Rib was instrumental in that last middle. He's been taken out early, but now these players who went to respawn are coming back in again. Here comes Stark. Zebasai is into the house there, but decides to bait Starky out, goes and picks up the kit and runs away. Didn't follow up on that damage, and Reason Gaming will claim control of mid, but Knutsson didn't die. He's going to have that charge. It will be Uber versus Uber here around the Spire. It's going to be Amps playing from the low ground. He's calling for the push forward. Jumps in down to 90 health himself before Knutsson comes in and pops off, but it is pretty much neck and neck in terms of the Uber. It's actually maybe an extra second here for Captain as he jumps forward. He's trying to hunt down Amps, knock them off the Spire. He's claiming that high ground, but now Stark's trying to jump up here, but they're just passing each other, one going up, one going down. Reason just swarming players onto that point though, and again Rib is down. Zub with that important pick. Rib not there to be able to use the stickies to deny the cap. And BK have no real option here but to go back to last and try and shore up the defenses, but the push is coming in immediately. They know there's no stickies. Kadis is straight on the point.
That
stickies
was
his
brilliant.
feet. Couldn't even react in time. That was super fast there. Great jump.
Yeah, that's just Kadis showing off his jumping prowess there as he pogos onto the point and stickies himself in. Brilliant play when they knew that they had the demo man pick there. That is nice by him. Was he running the pain train as well? I love doing that with the pain train. It's so satisfying. We are now on our next middle. Kadis getting quite a bit of damage out from that house area. We'll see if Rib's instrumental on this mid as well. He's got a lot of position across the point, but you have to be careful that he doesn't overextend. He does actually go down. Rib, we've seen him die a few times just when he's trying to take a little too much room here. Another player down for BK, and now Hair P. It's all crumbling for them a little bit. They'll have to escort Knutsson out and try and keep him alive, but Walters wants the frag. He's on to Zebasai, but Zebasai doing a good job of defending himself. Unfortunately, does go down there, just cratering as he backed off. Amps is going to escort his medic out, but they're still being chased down by Zub. Zub in upper lobby, trying to contest onto AMS. Just backing off now. They're content that they've forced them out as far as they could. They got a free Spire out of that, and it'll be Uber v Uber on last. It'll be interesting to see what Reason goes for here, as we haven't seen that many Uber v Uber trades in upper lobby. It looks like we've got an off class as well, a defensive sniper from Zebasai in that top left hand side.
It's going to be Uber versus Uber here. Team set up looking for that early pick. Double soldier spam bottom right. Captain and Zub trying to combine, but Starkey with the great position. They're not going to stand in that door for the easy splash, and he's able to just send them packing with a few well placed rockets. They're going to regroup, buff up, and get ready for their Uber trade. It looks like Kadis calling medic. He's going to push in ahead. Skeege now switching the target onto him, but Amps is going to go forward. He sees him clustered here. He's going to force the multi. Big damage. Kadis gets dropped. Skeege can't pop in time. He now has the Uber on Captain, but Captain's already backing out here. These guys aren't going to take any risks at all. They're just going to give up the territory and lobby there, move outside and try and hope that BK will overextend again. Happycool's sitting in the position at trash, wait for the back cap, but Zebasai's not going to fall for that one again. He's found him. He's trying to take the 1v1, but Happycool with the huge shots all the way from Iceland.
Captain just absolutely destroyed Rib on Spire again. Rib is just a magnet for air shots today. Captain has been absolutely wrecking him, so has Zoob. And with the Demo Man down, that's another push in for Reason, where they're pretty much guaranteed this. There's no stickies on the point. They have actually lost their Demo Man, but if they play this smart, there should be another round. And it seems like Reason are really having difficulty pushing last 6v6 Uber v Uber, but they just bait BK out into pushing Spire, and then they're able to rotate around them to get picks, to force Rib into overextending, and then they push. This is the third round that has been capped in a kind of unusual way. They're not doing the same old knocking your heads against the wall 6v6 Uber v Uber strats that BK are.
Zoob's waiting at the shithouse, jumps in. He's going for Rib again. Every time in the middle, he's going for Rib, waiting for that call as to the position of the Demo Man. But this time the middle was already over. Walters with an early death. Zebsai picking up 2 there, killed off Walters. Then Captain and the scouts of BK finding 3 frags there. Their team still have 6 up. They're pushing forward as quickly as possible to maximise the territory gain. They're already on Spire. They're going to cap that one with ease. They actually are a little bit of an uber disadvantage here, but I don't expect Reason to be aware of that. BK are just taking it safe anyway. They're waiting in lobby till they get that charge up, then they're going to move up to the high ground, and I think we should jump into their team comms now. We're being a little biased.
Yeah, but we're gonna... Wait for me to spawn before you go back.
I'll start running, okay.
I'll run to... okay. I'm going in now, no one else is going in.
We help our ballot.
I bumped into them.
That was nice. Start running back. Shall I go back now?
No, not yet. Just wait until they push. Like, see if they push and then come back.
Okay.
So they're peeking top lobby? Yeah, they're peeking. Yeah, they're peeking top lobby.
Watch your stickies.
They're not pushing.
They spotted them, I don't think they're going.
Yeah. Okay, come back. You can go and keep the door open.
Come back. Yep.
They haven't spotted Spire.
Oh! Yeah.
It's me!
Spy behind you! Spy behind you!
No, it's Spy behind you.
Bottom right! Oh, I thought you!
They mustn't made.
I don't know. I didn't know where you were standing. I just wanted to warn you.
And the Spy was behind.
And the Spy was the P though, so.
Yeah. But he was behind P.
Alright.
I'm alright back now.
Let's
go
go
to the bottom right push and remove tickets.
Alright, yeah,
sure.
we're gonna do that.
Sure.
Spike! Wait, get buffs. High stock. Step aside. No, buffs.
I don't want to shoot too much so they know it.
Yeah.
They have a sentry. Sentry top right. Sentry top right.
I'm shooting. Stick us some blown. Stick us a gun. Stick us a gun.
Get sentry amps.
Nice.
That's sick.
Go normal now. Go normal. Fucking Cadus was double dunking me in top.
Was that Scottish Resistance plays there, or was it just that the stickies had been dead? I missed.
Yeah, I have no idea where the stickies went. It could well have been some kind of Scottish Resistance or the new sticky bomb launcher or something. I have no idea where the stickies went. I would have assumed that Cadus would have stickies there, but I must have missed that part of their strat because it worked to absolute perfection. That was a great strategy there from BK pushing last. But Walters put the fear of God in them with that spy play. Zoob going down early on this next middle though, and missing the action.
Well, Walters
with a huge bomb in.
Walters is in onto Knutsson, went all the way around through choke there. Nobody was looking back, nobody paid attention. Knutsson gets gunned down, but meanwhile, the rest of Reason suffer a grim fate. Skeege is going to spawn back to last there, but Walters just about keeping his team in it here. Skeege sitting with a significant uber advantage now, but they've lost 2 points and it's going to be tricky to push out, but hopefully they can do a better job at their repushes than BK.
Stark's actually running Spy here, and I'm keeping my eye on him to see what he's up to. They had Walters running the defensive Spy last time. Stark's decided to do it on offense, pushing last here. I think he's using the Cloak and Dagger, but I could be wrong. It could be the yes, it is the Cloak and Dagger that he's moving in with through bottom right here. He'll have to contest Zoob on last. It looks like Zoob actually heard him there. I don't think he's going to be able to get that back cap, and he's actually now just going for a med pick or a crucial pick. He's on battlements, but if they know he's a Spy, and now with Zebasai down, they should really just be pushing forward and completely ignoring him here, Reason.
He's able to give away...
He actually just got hit by that rocket jump.
He's able to give his team a lot of intel here with this Cloak and Dagger. Now he's sitting on the point here. He's been spotted out though. They reckon that something is up. He's in 26 health here as he tries to back out. He's just going to opt for the stand still and hope they don't hit me method. Now he's retreated towards choke, but this means his team are missing in vital runner class as they push in here. They have gone in with that uber advantage though, and they have just smashed Reason, picking up Cadus, Captain and Hafiko very quickly there. Captain with a super long spawn as well. Walters and Zub are both behind. They're on the flank. They're going back to resup so they can spawn back to last as quickly as possible. But it's 3 versus 6 here. The odds are heavily in favour of BK, and Ams lands a big rocket to deny that. Pyro gets a lot of cap time there, but Kairos on the respawn just grinding these kids with his stickies. And it looks like they might just hold on. BK are trying to throw Zebo and Starkey in at the point here. They're looking to get that Uber pop out of Skage, but both players immediately denied. Captain and Kairos taking those one-on-ones individually and just eliminating that threat without even breaking a sweat there, Sideshow.
Yeah, that was a really lucky spawn there from Kairos. It was just in time for him to go huge and defend that point. But now they've got to be careful that they don't backcap or make some other kind of play. Happy looks like he's in behind. He's actually on last trying to contest Zub right now, but the cap on Spire goes down really quickly, and I think that's the difference really between these two teams and how they're contesting the Spire. The reason definitely favouring cap time so that they can't get any kind of back cap attempt, but they've lost Skage to a fully charged body shot from Zebasai in choke, so that gives them the huge Uber advantage, huge heal advantage here, and BK are going to be looking to recontest mid pretty shortly. As soon as their buffs decay on Reason, they have a huge health advantage, so I would imagine that they'll be pushing in momentarily.
Walters have been stalking Herpy for a long time there, but eventually he was killed off by Zub in-house. But Reason, they're going to show a lot of respect to the Uber disadvantage here. Skeed's just back on the field, they're going to begin to get their heals, and they're aware that it's still a sniper on the field here for BK. Zebasai moving his way towards choke. Reason with the sort of double threat here. It's the sniper and Uber that they have to be fearful of. Starkey's been coming in from the flank, decides to jump on the Spire. He's baited Captain forward into a fight.
Happy cool just goes straight into Knutsson and drops his Uber. Knutsson dropped in trash while he was disconnected from everybody there. This is a car crash of a push from BK. Oh goodness me, look how it all falls apart. Zebasai actually nearly rescuing it there by getting a frag onto Captain and allowing some of the rest of his team to pick up frags as well, just by distracting a little. So it didn't go as terribly as it looked like it was going to, but goodness me, that was a bad situation for Knutsson to drop in.
Yeah, everyone from Reason really stepped up just around Spire. They're taking on their one-on-ones. Captain, Zub and Kairos all doing work there, or Hafiko as well, actually, with that medic pick. Right now the game's reset a little bit. There's no Uber on the field, so both teams feeling comfortable and getting a little bit aggressive. BK moving forward here with minimal regard. They're not even looking for that scout. They can see Hafiko in front of them this time. And they're actually about to be backcapped though, as Walters and Zub come in from the flank, and they've stacked that. Zub will pay the ultimate price, losing his life there. Walters goes under, but then gets pre-fired with the rocket from Ams, so the backcap has been neutralized, and probably not worth it with the benefit of hindsight here, Sideshow, but it was a good play initially, but it seems like their combo got smashed and I didn't see it happening.
Yeah, BK were just able to split up into two and completely crush the opposing two split up parts of Reason. It was like a mini 3v3 or 4v4 and 2v2 situation, but we've got an Uber in on BK now. They have got 2 picks. Walters and Captain go down. Happy tries to play the point, does get killed. Stark trying to make a contestation for that point as well and does manage to cap it off. 4-4 the scoreline. It looked like Reason were running away with it a little bit. It got to 4-2. It looked like it could have gone further, but BK have managed to bring it back, and it's all looking good here. 4-4 the scoreline. 5.5 minutes remaining. It's absolutely anybody's game.
I feel bad because we haven't mentioned the raffle in about 25 minutes, but I've just spammed the link in chat. There is another mid-fight going on now. It's going to be the 9th of this game. 5 minutes on the clock. Ams jumps forward to put a little pressure on the point with Herpy, but both teams showing each other a lot of respect. Zub tries to jump in, gets a little bit of a distraction going on. Kairos is able to move across the point here. He's now got them controlled in choke. He's spamming out those stickies. Has to reload, but Zub comes in at the perfect time. Walters is swarming around from the flank, gets Knutsson and Herpy. Then it just seems like everyone's scattered right now by BK. Rib, the only guy left alive, into the lobby there, picks up the kit. Is he going to go for an heroic play? Looks like he's going to just back off, lay down a little sticky trap, and they'll try and re-evaluate on last. I think we got to go for some BK team comms here as they look to hold on for dear life.
You have loose cannon.
I'm gonna hide him.
Yeah, there, so they might wait for him.
I'm hiding in bottom left. I can't watch top left at all.
Stick is main now.
Anyone seeing main?
Yeah, Zebo, you're on your own completely, so I can't watch top left.
Yeah, but you see if they come bottom left.
Oh, fuck, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I can snipe safely. Take a top right.
P still alive.
Demo main, demo main.
Nice.
Well
played, P.
Sol main. Sol is weak. Sol is dead.
I'm pushing main. Scout and medic.
Find Walter now.
I'll stand last.
Resup is clear, We're pushing Balkan on the left. Do we see him? We're pushing Sunbridge actually.
I don't see him yet.
No. Trash, bottom left, the last.
Stark
is
on
last, trust him.
Don't
stand above them, please. Get choke.
Demo choke. Dark 50.
How the fuck did he get there?
Sniper, soak, sniper choke, demo choke still.
Oh my god, I thought Stark was gonna just outwit himself there by trying to cover bottom left. But Walter's almost got it capped, but just in time they reacted. The point was blocked. But oh, that was just heart in your mouth, TF2 there, Sideshow.
It absolutely seems like Reason's doing that every time. They try and bait BK into pushing out and then they go for the back cap. It's just like, you have to leave a player on last because you know it's going to happen. But meanwhile, while I'm talking dribble, Skeej has gone down, Captain's gone down, and so have, oh my goodness, nearly everybody on that Reason side. Only K just left alive on 20 health, and Zoob actually battling behind. He's going to trade with Stark, so Rib and Knutsson on their lonesome cap off that midpoint and just back up to their forward spawners. See if they can get reinforced a little bit, and with 3 minutes left they're going to be trying to take this round. It could possibly be the last one here, depending on how thick and fast the last few rounds go as it gets down to the crunch time. They do have a 25, more like 30% advantage actually, and building very quickly here. It is going to be Medigun for both teams, but Skeej not quite building it as quickly as his counterpart Knutsson. It's interesting to see. Hello.
Did you know that if you tweet and follow both ETF2L and TT Esports explaining why you love potatoes, you can potentially win a sack of potatoes tonight after the cast?
I did not know that, but now that I do, that is going to be the first thing on my mind after this cast.
Uh-oh, there's a real TF2 action going on here though. There seems to have been an Uber by BK. Knutsson's Uber fades, he's backing out, but 3 of his players are dead. This must be that recurring nightmare he keeps happening. He's looking for the heal target. Starkey's going to be there, but Rib's already been cut off behind him by Walters. There's nowhere for Knutsson to go. He needs to whip out that Uber saw. Catches a big pipe there, doing a little bit of self-damage to Cadis, but that's about the most they can hope for right now. Starkey's still dancing around, hoping his teammates can get out, but they've already been spotted. And it looks like Skeej actually Ubered throughout that as well. He got pretty low there, down to 40, so job done, I guess. They won't be able to buy time for the respawns here though. I'm just trying to snipe with rockets from that little angle below the balcony. Zebo's taking a look there as well, but right now, best option for Knutsson and Rollerbladers is to get 6 players up and try and contest choke, and it seems like that's what they're going to do, Sideshow.
It is, they're moving forward here, and they do have a 30% advantage again, but they don't really have any picks, any health advantage to work off, so it'll be interesting to see. Zoob goes flying in the air. Is he going to get air shot? No, but his other soldier follows him in actually, and they do get the pick on Rib, but everybody goes down in exchange for that pick, and I don't know whether it was worth it for Reason here. Walter's also incredibly weak, has to be healed up, and that lets Cadis get absolutely destroyed by the BK team. Walter's backing off, desperately trying to defend Skeej here, but with Starkey onto him, he's on 20 health. Can Skeej wriggle his way out of this one? He's only on 20 health. It looks inevitable that he'll die here, and Skeej with the incredibly late spawn compared to the rest of his team. BK going to pick up middle, and they're looking like they're going to roll all the way to last.
Our control point is being captured.
Stark's on Spire right now. He's getting that cap time, but he realizes Zoob's behind her. He senses a threat as that pre-fire in that rocket. Zoob's going to go and respawn to last. He's got an engineer coming up from Hafiko. It's 4-4 right now. 20 seconds left. This is all or nothing for BK, or else it's going to a golden cap. The Uber comes in. There's stickies all over that point though. They're trying to push them back. Ams jumps into the tube. 12 seconds left. Hair P threatening to cap. Captain jumps up and kills off Ams. Rib's just spamming stickies towards the point. Stark's trying to get there. 50 health. Knutsson going to make a dive for it. It's all on Rib now, but that's going to be a complete wipe, and Reason just managed to sandbag enough there to hold on, make it 4-4, and I assume we're going to a golden cap.
Well, that's what I assumed as well, but I just thought, with the change in the division system, there doesn't need to be a win anymore. Did they change the golden cap rule? Are we allowed draws this season? I'm afraid I'm terribly out of the loop. I didn't even think about this, actually.
Yeah, but this is a best of 3, mate, you know, and it's losers pick.
Of course,
so someone needs
to win, someone needs to lose. Well, there's a question for another time then.
I'm gonna point out then, looking at the logs, 4-4. It was actually 5-4 in favour of BK in terms of mid-fights won, but very close. Only 5 frags in it, only 2k damage. The difference between the teams here. Top damage, Am's 312 per minute. 23 frags, 11 deaths, doing work as Pocket, but the damage pretty evenly spread there. Zebasai, of course, as you would expect, man, putting up 300 damage per minute as Scout every game. Didn't hit 40 frags though, only 28 this time. Who do you think is underperforming so far? Look at Rib, actually. Oh my god. What?
Rib was my demo man of the season last season, and I thought he performed incredibly well, but I really do think that the sticky nerf is hitting him hard. I think he's trying to overextend to compensate for the lack of damage that he's doing, and then he dies, and so he has less damage, and so I think it just boils into a bit of frustration from his part, because every time we've played against them, we've noticed that Rib always has really bad stats, and every time I've watched him as well recently, or seen stats from PCWs, it does seem like that's a recurring pattern. I really don't think to do with Rib's skills as a demo man. I think he's an excellent demo, and as I say, I think he was the best one that played last season. But something is going wrong with him in this team, and he is just not able to put out the same damage that he was before. It could be to do with the nerf, it could be to do with the way the team's playing, allowing their soldiers a lot more room, because AMS and Starkey are doing really well at the moment, and so is Zebasai and Happy, to be honest. It may just be that Rib is left to pick up the flak and deal with less heals, but something is going on in that team that's a little bit odd.
Look at Captain, mate. 15 big air shots.
Good God.
Suyooo says in Mumble, Captain, 15 crisp middies. That sounds like Australian slang to me. But
I did notice Captain going absolutely huge with air shots everywhere, mostly onto Rib actually. But I didn't realise it was 15 there
between Captain's air shots and Rib's damage done. It's definitely negatively impacting on his game. We will be going to a golden cap, but we should take this little brief intermission and tell you guys that you can tweet and follow both at ETF2L and at TT Esports, explaining why you want this headset and mouse. It's the TT Esports Shock headset and Ventus mouse. You can find out more at ttesports.com and drool all over those pretty pictures. But the golden cap has started, so take me to the first mid, Sideshow.
The first and only mid of the golden cap we are going live with right now. Stark and Zebasai really quick to get some control over that train there, but the Captain's contesting Stark. He may well get him down. He does actually go down, but Zebasai's got a crucial pick on Decadus as well. Rib goes down as a counter to that though. Zoo bombs in, and I can't tell which way this fight is going actually. Looks like Reason have got the better health and the better position at the moment, but BK have got more players, so if they come back into it and get some help, they could bully Reason out. Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Happy Cool goes down, and Captain and Skeege just have to bail out of there without... oh, Zebasai's chasing actually. Zebasai's not going to let them get out here. Oh no, he does back off wisely, I think, actually, as Cadus comes to join the party and see what's going on. It's going to be Uber v Uber, and they're going to be holding choke, but Stark and Zebasai looking like they're getting a bit active in the house, and they might be making a play happen on the flank there, while Reason nonchalantly holds a choke.
They're going for it. Starkey jumps round, tries to sync up with Zebasai, but Zub playing very passively. Not even in the respawn, just playing from window there, controlling that little bit of high ground that there is. And both teams just setting up here, probably trying to decide what to do. Amstraws the vision up high while Stark comes in from Haunter there, gets the force on the skis. I'm not sure if that was the plan, but AMS jumped up on top of that sort of railway signal and made everyone look up and try and hit the easy air shot, but Stark just walked in from Hunter, did a little rocket jump into the face of Skeege and got that pop out. So great opportunity for BK here. I'm going to switch over to their comms and we'll see what their plan is.
More close in lobby. We can take this for free and use super for last. Just take this array for free.
I'm going point.
What's for jumper?
Gotta point it up.
Back up. I'm going for it.
Demo weak lobby.
He's looking at me.
Demo down point.
Dead. Yeah, fuck him. I couldn't attack him.
Scouted.
Oh my god.
Nice. Oh, we still got Uber. They'll have Uber soon.
Where are you guys?
Yeah,
they don't have a demo. They don't have a demo.
He wasn't healing at all.
Let's push.
Yeah, you got point.
Okay, cool. Let's go from me. Let's go from me.
Scouting. Two scouts main. Rib follow up.
Yep.
Zebasai,
I got the blood. I got the blood.
I'm still down. Go.
Get on point.
The control point is being contested.
Nice. I like that tactic, Stark.
That was nice.
Stark calling the shots there, Sideshow. What a pickup.
Yeah, Stark calls no matter what position in the team he's playing. He has a great read on the game, really intelligent player, and he's able to coordinate things no matter where you put him. He's a great pickup for BK. I think they'll do really well with him. I am not bitter at all that they stole him from my team.
Oh man, I gotta big up Hair P there. Like, BK made this big gamble there. Sure, it was just Walters on the back cap, but they split their team. Like, they went 3 back and then 3 on Spire, and those 3 Spire players really needed to put in work, and Hair P just absolutely minced up Cadis as he jumped forward going for the block, and the gamble paid off. They just were able to, like, they were really greedy that they held their Uber. They went back to middle and capped Spire at the same time, but they made it work. After an incredible slugfest game that was 4-4, they managed to take that golden cap in pretty emphatic fashion. Suyooo's pasted the logs up. Do we want to look at the logs from a round that was like less than 2 minutes long? Yeah, why not? 2 minutes 30.
Happy going pretty huge. 6-0, 500 damage per minute. He was just getting in everybody's face and destroying them. Seems like Happy's really stepped his game up actually since last season. He's not content to play second fiddle anymore and just cap the points. He's actually getting in there, going big boy.
You know why that is, man?
Because he only got 1 mention in the awards show of Fully Charged.
No. I'm trying to make a link here, and it's a link I don't think a lot of people necessarily, although it seems obvious, but the more money there is available, the harder these players are going to try, and that's the purpose of this fundraiser here. And you might say, oh, why should they have to be paid to try or whatever, but even like psychologically, or a sort of subliminal or unconscious element here, the greater the prize, the more people are going to invest into this competition. So that's why we're asking you to invest in this Indiegogo fundraiser for ETF2L Season 20 powered by TT Esports. TT have already stumped up the initial prize pool, but it's going to be expanded. We've already got, let me check, I'm going to refresh the page here. Come on, Chrome, don't fail me now. We're actually at 1,356 euros. There's already 1,000 in the pot, and we're going to try and build that up. And it's not just for the Prem players as well. It's not just like, oh, why should I pay these Prem kids in their circle jerk? It's for everyone throughout the 4 new divisions, high, mid, and open. So like, you're not just encouraging the Prem players to play that little bit harder. It's also for all those divisions, like, and it's more competitive than ever thanks to this new Swiss system. You're not just boxed off in your own little division where you only get to play those specific 8 teams. Now you get pitted against teams of an equal rating through the system across the whole season. I think that's
a great addition. I think that's really good. A great incentive for people to try hard, but also a great incentive for people who would normally not get as good games, perhaps slightly at the lower end of their division, or at the higher end of their division. In fact, they're going to get matched against teams which are more like them, and that is only a good thing, because nobody wants to go through a season and have it full of 5-0s or default wins or whatever. And this system is just so much better than the previous one for getting you close, tight games. And I think Prem this season just lends itself so well to having these close, tight games. I mean, Prem was one of the only divisions that actually wasn't affected by this new division system, but the teams that have come out of the woodwork because of this kind of prize pool and new hype around the season and everything, it's attracted some incredible teams, and they're so close in skill. You honestly couldn't separate the Supersexuals, Reason, BK, the Frenchies, LBC, and possibly even eShock as well. Or maybe even the Russians as well. I mean, that's 6 teams. And TC. I mean, TC have been playing really well against LBC. I mean, that's 7 teams, maybe even 8 teams. I mean, the entirety of Prem, it's ridiculous. There's never been a season that I can remember like it, where the entirety of Prem really can all take maps off each other. It's madness. There's always been someone at the top, some Epsilon or something, or somebody at the bottom who was sucking, and it just hasn't happened this season, and it's going to make for some amazing TF2. I mean, we saw how close this game was between BK and Reason. I am so hyped to watch, and I'm so hyped to play this season because it is looking incredible.
You're right. It's going to be super duper. Unfortunately, you're playing Sideshow. You're not going to be able to cast that much.
I'll make time, Admirable. I'll make time.
I'm gonna hold
watch
you to
these
that,
big
man.
boys.
I'm gonna hold you to that. You know, I actually had people asking me, can we get a perk on the fundraiser for Sideshow to cast my game? You know, I seem to be unvalued by some.
Absolutely, you can add my name to that one as well.
How many games do you want to cast? You know, we'll do the contract live on air.
Yeah, sign me up for 5. Sign me up for 5. This was late notice, so I can't quite match yours of 10 or whatever ridiculous thing you're going up for. But
so if Sideshow, so people ask you to cast their game and you pay €100, is that how it works?
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. I pay €100 to cast your game.